Yes, sir. Eric Lehman here, and this is my YouTube show in which my sentimental thoughts come from my heart. Is also where my mental oddball shenanigans are running through my brain, or from my brain. It's EML77 TV, episode 530, April the 1st, 2020, at 12:22 a.m. That's right. Coming to you doing a night vision, first episode of April 2020. And the order of Governor Charlie Baker went down. And starting noon tomorrow, the situation with the pandemic is going to be extended. All businesses non-essential businesses will be still closed until May the 4th. That's right, May the 4th, and basically all gatherings of people less than 10 are still in effect. 10, no gatherings allowed less 10 with 10 gatherings of 10 people or less. And unfortunately, our family can't go anywhere. Can't go to church because it's our family's about 10 people. So wait a minute. Shoot. Wait. Hold up. My parents, myself, that's 3. My sister, brother-in-law. Yeah. My parents, me, my sister, brother-in-law. And that's 4. You get the 4 girls, 8. We're less than 10 people. Sorry, most of our relatives, most of our siblings, are social distancing ourselves. But as long as we stay socially distanced from each other, we were cool. I love my family, and I had to count and make sure because I'm trying to go. Wait a minute here, we're in trouble if we get more than 10 people, and basically we're 9 people in this house. So it's very, very difficult for us to go anywhere, and I gotta tell you, this has been one wild month of March. Like I said on a couple episodes ago, the month of March was crazy. Now we're in April right now, April 1st, and normally be April Fool's Day. We only practical jokes, but the way this year has gone, we decided not to do anything. They said let's cancel April Fool's Day because this whole year's been a joke so far. I mean, and in fact. And also this situation also has proved to me that 95% of politicians in this world are total idiots. And it doesn't matter which party you're part of and all that; they're total idiots. They don't know what we really want here in the people. It's like, and I feel like going, it's just ridiculous. This is why I hate politics so much because the politicians that run our country, and it doesn't matter if it's a president or or both Republicans and Democrats. They're idiots. They don't know what we want. They don't know what we really want. Do they know what we really want? I don't know. I don't think so. I rather at this. I'm at the point where I want the 3 Stooges, dig them up from the grave, and let them run things as president. Heck, let's get Glenn Gilberti and Al Snow to become presidents or to run our country or something like that. I don't know. It's getting ridiculous, and this whole thing was getting ridiculous and way out of hand, to be honest with you. And sometimes I know we're supposed to pray for our leaders and the White House and all that. It's like, Lord, is our prayers getting through? Because I don't think they're too stubborn to listen to anybody. Right now, it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. It's, I'm over here, and I have to admit, I am a little bit stressed out that I'm not, not going back to work, unfortunately, until May 4th, and that means, I did file for unemployment and everything else. So if I do end up going back to work at the mall, my hours will probably get cut short from all this situation because I don't know if our mall, like I said, if our mall closes from a few weeks into a few months, and so far, technically would be, let's see, we shut down. Was it the 24th of March since then, and it will be 2 weeks now since it happened. Yeah, it'll be the third. We'll be entering the third week, and so we're talking 3 more weeks. You know, 3 more weeks until this whole thing, the social distancing and everything else, until we get we're hoping we get everything back to normal. They believe this month will be the worst case scenario with all the the pandemic's been going on and all that. And I'll be totally honest, the last time I went out, it was Saturday to deposit a check that I got in the mail from my job. And, it has not been very easy for me to be out of a job. And because of our mall being closed, I know malls have been dying all over the country, but this pandemic made things worse. Because if I don't know if we'll ever recruit. We'd be lucky if we last next year. Almost 50 years into this mall, and this mall, I have to admit I miss working. But at the same time, though, here's the thing where I always try to find a silver lining in things. This could work out, and I'll tell you why. Because one, the weather will get warmer by May. All right, I know because usually around April times, I meant to check up on the weather. That's why the last time I was trying to make one video like this, and no, hold up, Google, and tap to update. It is 30 degrees. I'll see what we got here. And cloudy. Today, cloudy. It'll be cloudy. Tomorrow will be raining. And the good news is, looks like 50s coming all around. 50s coming around next week. So it is a few clouds. The lowest is going to be 28 degrees. And, it's going to be in the mid-50s. So I think the only good thing about it is I highly doubt that we're going to see any more of the white stuff, a.k.a. snow. I know there came a time where we had snow in April. We had to date all the way back to 1997 for a major snowstorm. I was still working at Ruby Tuesday at the time. This is 23 years ago. I was still working at Ruby Tuesday at the time. And I remember this April Fool's Day blizzard. I looked outside and said, I thought to myself, the Lord is pulling an April Fool's joke on us. But the good news was I didn't have my license then, so I wasn't afraid of driving back then. But my dad was still working at Sears. He said, well, I'm coming in to work. And I said, I'll go with you. So we did that, and I did make my trek inside the mall. Went to Ruby Tuesday. I ended up working for a few short hours. I think my dad had to work. I think my father had to work all day that day. I forget. I changed my clothes, put my stuff in his car, and went back up the mall and see if I could try to do a little bit of shopping. I think I had some money on me. And went to Dream Machine. At the time, Dream Machine was still open. So it's, there'll be a lot of memories I had working at Ruby Tuesday, and that was one of them, of course, obviously, in 1997. The mid-late 90s were my best of times and my worst of times. And just, but this problem, they pale, the year 1995 pales in comparison to what's going on in 2020. It seems like every 5 or 10 years, something always happens. Something always happens, and like every 5 years. See, the year 2000 was not that bad for me, though, and it was really crazy, entering a new century. At that time, I thought it was pretty crazy. I thought with all the computers, I didn't have a computer back then. Like I said, I didn't get a computer to 2009, which is 11 years ago, for goodness sakes. I think 2009 was my last great year, and then I started working at the mall, and it's been like, listen, it has been really, really tough, and this is the roughest year. I thought 2019 was pretty bad, but this is what, the last 2 years, 2018, 2020, In fact, the last 4 years were kind of a lot stressful for me. Like I say, getting trolled on YouTube under my old channel of Eric Lima. That's why I opened up a new channel. Hopefully, it will remain troll free, and it has been. But like I said, there was another troll who made some unacceptable videos of me. Now we're talking 5 months ago, and I was not very happy about it, and but I blocked the individual, but I still comment on his videos saying, "Listen, I demand the videos taken down." They don't, they're not listening. So, and I think I blocked them to prevent them from making other silly videos of me and all that good stuff, and do the sounds and the cat and Chet being Jabba the Hutt or something like that. It was really ridiculous, and the person the individual that made those videos, there was another commenter, Corporal Stinky Pete. Basically, I think this individual lied to me. He's saying he wouldn't make fun of me in my videos and not bother me, and saying that this individual that many people don't like, and it's like, I'm getting sick of it. It's like you guys don't want to let it go, move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? Get a life, get a hobby, just move on. Just take these videos out. Unacceptable. So it's like, last thing I need, everything started going. Everybody started going to crap on Friday the 13th of March, and I was going on vacation after that day. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm on vacation, and after I heard everything, I said I better do some serious grocery shopping, so that way I can have some food by the time I'm ready to go and ready to rock and roll. And if I get quarantined or get forced to stay home, this is the way it's going to be. And so I did. I was mentally well prepared. I still got pizza bites. I still got to heat up too. So this is really crazy. Really crazy. Really out. Really nuts. Let me tell you something. It's really nuts, and just I don't know what to do, and just now I'm just sitting here at night, and staying up late because obviously I usually come in, work early in the morning, but looks like I don't have to worry about doing that for another month. So, the last 4 years have been trolled on YouTube for a couple of years, and in 2018 it stopped. I was supposed to move in with my brother-in-law and my sister in Dartmouth, but my sister kind of snapped and turned against our family. My sister Cora kind of snapped and turned against our family. I found her on Instagram under the name of Emberly Rose Phoenix Haskell, but I decided not to follow her because I know she'll block me on the spot, but the weird part is Instagram says your friend. It's like, she's still my friend. How can that be? She's turned her back to our family, and I'm not very happy about that. I'll be honest with you, because when kids get raised up in a good home, a loving home, and a home that we've been through a lot of, and for her to do this to us, and for her to it was, unfortunately, she does not realize these are different times we're living in. And the way she was brought up I don't think she was ever prepared for stuff like this, and that could be, I don't know if that's part of it. Saying no fair and everything else. And to be honest with you, I am and to be totally honest, I'm not very happy the way she handled every situation, handled all the situations, and it was really rough, and my brother-in-law through Facebook had to tell me, "Hey, we can't have you move in." So I kind of, and I kind of understood because one is that she was going through miscarriage. I did not factor in that she went through miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage, even though she has two beautiful children. Also, my brother-in-law had PTSD, and my nephew has autism. So it's like, okay, it might be difficult for her to add another person who's half autistic with Asperger's syndrome and, everything else. And a lot of people, I had some trolls on. I think it was 2018, 2019, over the summer. over the summer 2018, something like, oh, because you know your sister don't like you, you're a retard and all that. Please, you don't know my sister, you don't know my family. Just shut up and sit there. And I blocked most of these individuals already, so it's like, okay, no big deal. So, and you know, yeah, I was a little upset with my sister because of this, and I thought her and I usually get along. We usually, joke around a lot. My brother-in-law usually, joke and laugh, but nowadays, they socially distance themselves from our family. Before this was a thing, you know what I'm saying? It's so, we haven't contacted them in over a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in October. So I don't know if I don't know if it's something my parents did that set my sister off or something like that, or something like that. I don't know, something my other sisters have done or something like that. I don't know either, and I rather it's like I said, then we lost our family cat in 2018, September 2018. We had to put him down because he suffered a stroke, and we didn't want him to suffer anymore. It was a very difficult decision because we loved him, and I loved him. It was a wonderful, beautiful cat, Sunfire. I miss him. Then earlier this year, our family dog got attacked by one of my sister's dogs, and which is really, really shocking because our family dog and my sister's dog were best of friends. I don't know what. My sister's dog, the border collie, Pepsi, attacked our little family dog, Reese's. But Reese's recovered. He's back to his regular self. So we praise God for that. And then this whole pandemic happened. And then in February, my sister left some nasty notes on my father's car, on my father's truck, which twice she left one at and I'm just shocked. And then I got my brother Michael going through a divorce, but now all those plans have to be put on hold because of the pandemic. So I can't imagine what he's going through right now because of all this, and April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, and why bother pulling April Fool's jokes when we know this whole thing has been a joke? This whole year has been a joke. We're looking forward gung ho, and then all of a sudden this thing pops up out of nowhere, and we weren't told about it. We weren't prepared for it. We weren't, many people saying, we should have been prepared. We knew, and all that good stuff. I don't think so. I mean, there was a lot, our politicians have been hiding a lot. There's world's politicians, and a lot of people are hiding and all that. And, they don't want to hamper a holiday season. They don't want to hamper anything else. And, I think that's probably one of the reasons why we were supposed to know it as, I think it started appearing in 2019, December, 4 months ago. And this whole, virus thing. And I think they don't want to hamper the holiday season for it because I know it's the biggest boom for the economy in the holiday shopping season. Now we're extending everything to May 4th, which could push everything back. And if this keeps going, we may see the Whalen City Festival and the Portuguese Feast not happen this year, and that would be really, really sad for New Bedford because New Bedford thrives on the summer events like the Whalen City Festival and the Portuguese Feast. What I've been told by Mike Sylvia, the president of the Whalen City Festival, keep him in your prayers, he's an EMT as well, that, it's not going to be canceled. Whalen City Festival is not going to be canceled, but they'll push the date back, which I don't mind, and in fact, let everything happen in August. What would be hilarious? Have one weekend be the Portuguese Feast, the other weekend be the Whalen City Festival, back to back. That way we can keep up, probably be the busiest month in August. We're hoping that by the summertime, this whole virus could subside a little bit, or the curve could be flattened. We know the heat can really do away with the virus, so it's and so we're hoping that is the case. And so yeah, life is not like I said, a couple episodes ago, life is not easy, and I'm trying to handle it the best way I can. Like I said, there's a silver lining to all this. I did file for unemployment, and my debit card from the unemployment has been activated, but I got nothing in it right now. Hoping that will change, and come to find out that, months on ahead, we're talking about a full month of April, so we got the next 30 days to deal with this. So you're talking about 37. So this will be my, let's see, 24 to the 31st is 7 days. This will be my 8th day doing social distancing, isolation, quarantine type of day. So I think what we're talking here is, 37 days plus. You talk about 40 days. 40 days of social distancing, isolation, quarantine, we're going to have to put up with. So, and which is, what's really funny? What's really funny? It reminds me of the time when Noah and the flood happened. Noah said, it rained for 40 days, 40 nights. Kind of think about that for a moment. May 4th, we're talking 40 days of this whole thing. 40 days of no work. And hopefully I can get some money in for 40 days. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last me, but I'm hoping that's, the food that I have is going to last me instead of fighting with my family for it. And so it's going to be very difficult. But I'm trying to keep my spirits up. I'm trying to keep myself sane. I'm hoping that with all the umpteen million things I can do, I'm going to hopefully bring you more episodes and get these thumbs. I think now I'll be focusing more on that. I know WrestleMania is coming up in the weekend, so I'll possibly Thursday or even Friday morning I will put I'll get the matches to get the match card together. I know there's a lot of changes been happening for WrestleMania. A lot of personnel. A lot of personnel, a lot of change. A lot of matches been taped already, but I will still make my picks and predictions. I'm not going to, there's no spoilers as of yet, so that's a good thing. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see what matches have already are going to happen and whatnot. And I know the WWE Championship match is happening, although there's lots of rumors backstage, rumors that Brock Lesnar's frustrated with this, and and all that. So we're going to try to get to that. Let's see. I think baseball will probably be extended until late May, early June, probably. And they're thinking about starting the playoffs for basketball and hockey. So at that point, we'll see what happens. I mean, we need, right now, wrestling has been, despite, wrestling has been going on. I know a lot of replays have been going around as well. So we've been driven ourselves crazy. I got movies, video games, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to keep myself entertained. And we have the internet just in case that goes down, because the Wi-Fi popped down a couple of times and all that. And I don't know what to tell you, folks. Don't know what to tell you, but we got to hang in there and stay strong, man. May 4th, May the 4th be with you. That's what we're shooting for, and I'm hoping that we get through this, and hopefully people listen. Hopefully people will start listening and start realizing, hey, this is getting, this thing is getting worse. Because if anybody starts going out there, this ain't a vacation, folks. This is something important here. This ain't, I feel like it's a vacation for me. I'm staying inside most of the time because I'm not going anywhere. I can't go anywhere now, basically. And I'm afraid if I go out there, I'll probably catch it, but I don't want to catch it. So it's like, keep myself socially distant, and that's what I'm trying to do, And that's something to, that really concerns me. And, a lot of people, like I said, blame the Chinese government. They started this whole thing, and I'll be honest with you. And, One person said, "Hey, don't blame the Chinese people. They're about as they're about as big victims there is as we are," and I can understand that. And sometimes we want to direct our anger the right way. Yeah, you know, and I think a lot of us said and done that the whole world's going to get some pitchforks and torches and head over to China and said, "Hey, we've had enough of we've had enough of you, um, getting domestic pets and cooking them." And that's what basically cats and dogs are, domestic pets, and to a lot of us and family members to us. I mean, you know, and last thing we need, last thing we need is crap like that. And then all of a sudden, and you wonder why the virus happened, because you're eating crap that is not good for you over there. And it's like, oh my goodness. So it's like, now listen, a lot of us are going to get long haired and fat and everything else, and disheveled and all that, and just. But listen, we got to hang in there. We got I just opened now. Here's some other big news. I've opened up a TikTok account because I've gone nuts. I've gone insane, and you can follow me at Eric, all lowercase letters, Eric underscore M underscore Lima 7. Just okay. It's I got 5 followers, and okay, we're friends. Very good. Oh. Kay Willis, thank you very much. Spencer Dance Tutorial, and done this one, and so following 24. So it's like I said, it's Eric at Eric underscore M underscore Lima 7, all lowercase letters if you want to follow me, and on TikTok. I do appreciate you guys coming, and I got likes already. I got 4 likes, and was it? Hold up, just a second here. Somebody said to me, and I think I don't know if they make it an insult or not. Okay, and let's see the comments here. And Alex T027 says, sometimes you can look into someone and tell they live in hell. I think it meant to be a trollish insult, but you know what? It's true. We're living in hell right now. If you think about it. And that's why I wrote 33 minutes ago, sometimes in order to get to heaven, you need to go through hell. This pandemic is hell right now. And Alex T027, you got a point there, dude. You got a serious point. It's like we're living in hell. We are in hell, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get through this. Sometimes, like I say, heaven is May the 4th. Right now, the pandemic, the quarantine, the social distancing, the isolation, it's hell. It's hell. But in order to get to heaven, we have to go through hell. And that's where we're going right now. We're going through hell, but we're going to get through it. We're going to conquer it. So that, and nowadays, if people insult me and say, go to hell, I've already been there, man. It's called a pandemic. So, Alex T027, awesome point. Awesome point, man. Awesome point. Because, I look like I've gone through hell, too. And hopefully, I should have shaved up and cleaned up a little bit better, to be honest with you. That's another thing I need to do. So, I figure, tell you guys what's been going on. Yeah, May 4th is extended to May 4th, and Donald Trump says April the 30th. We'll see what happens on those times. So we're hoping to flatten the curve. That's what we need to do right now, so we can have at least a decent summer after all this crap. Because I know the spring's already gone straight to where, and it's not even funny anymore. So, so please stay inside, and we want to enjoy the spring that we have left before we head up into summer. and it's supposed to be, hopefully the summer will, hopefully by that time the temperatures will go up and heat will be better. So okay, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Episode 530 of EML77 TV, April the 1st. Thoughts of April the 1st, and I better get out of here and do something. I need to go to the bathroom and all this good stuff, and possibly take a shower. I'm probably going to do that. All right, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on episode 531. Hopefully, I'll bring up some more uplifting videos for you guys. I know sometimes you got to be honest on here, and sometimes, it is difficult, but like I said, we go through a lot of things in our lives, and basically, and this is it's probably the biggest challenge, but we can get through this, though. I'm going to leave you with this. We're going to get through this. Just follow the protocols. Stay inside. If you have to go out to get something important, go do it. But, just keep yourself safe. Make sure you keep yourself clean. And to all the essential people out there that have to go out in this to work and all that, be safe. Keep yourself clean. We'll be praying for you guys, especially those of my friends in the medical field. We'll be praying for you guys. Stand strong. Hang in there. We're going to get through this, and we pray that you don't catch this thing. We pray that you stay safe. I pray in Jesus' name that you don't get it at all, and that none of your loved ones get it. I know it's going to be very tough, but we're going to be praying. That's what we need to do, and pray and use wisdom, and hopefully I will hear some good reports and some good news. But right now, it'll be a tough time for us the next couple of weeks. So I think hopefully, they say, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. That's insane. So we got to do that. All right? I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you in episode 531. Sayonara.